Next topic is sexual reproduction in flowering plant. So first of all we should know about the parts of the flower. Now flower is present in the angiosperms. Angiosperms are the division of kingdom Plantae. Angiosperm is the division of kingdom Plantae which is having flowering plant, flowering and fruit bearing plants. So the flowers are of two types. They are known as unisexual and bisexual. What do you mean by unisexual flower? The flower which is having either male part, that is stamen, or female part, which is pistil, is known as unisexual flower. It means the flower is having either stamen or pistil. Pistil is female part and stamen is the male part. Okay? And the flower which is having both the parts, that is the male part and female part both, or we can say which is having stamen and pistil both, they are known as bisexual flowers. Okay, what is the definition of bisexual flower? The flower which is having both pistil and stamen, they are known as bisexual flower. The example of unisexual flower is watermelon, papaya. These are the unisexual flowers. And the example of bisexual flower is hibiscus, which is also known as China rose, and mustard. These both are bisexual flowers. So we will study now the parts of the flower. The flower is having colored portion which is known as petals. This colored portion is known as petal. It may be red, yellow, orange, green. Okay, and the green part which is below these petals, there is a green whorl. This green whorl is known as sepal. Okay, red, yellow, orange or any other color, it is known as petal, and the whorl which is present below this colored part, that is green in color, it is known as sepal. So these are, and this is the stalk of the flower which is known as pedicel. This stalk of the flower is known as pedicel. So these are the non-reproductive part of the flower. So what are the reproductive part of the flower? Male and female. It is a bisexual flower. This flower is bisexual. Its name is hibiscus or China rose. We also call it China rose. So this is the male part. Its name is stamen. This part is anther, where the pollen grains are present, and this long tube-like structure is known as filament. Okay, it is known as filament, and this blob-like structure, it is known as anther. It is bilobed. Anthers are bilobed, which is having pollen grain inside it. So there are, you can see here, there are many stamens are present, but the female part which is pistil, it is only one and it is present in the center. Okay, so this pistil is further having three subparts, that is stigma, style. This long part is style. This upper part, it is known as stigma. This long part is style, and this swollen part is known as ovary. What we call it? Ovary. So pistil is having three part, that is stigma, style and ovary. and there is a one pistil is present in the flower, but there are many stamens are present in a flower. Stamen is having two subparts, that is the anther and filament. Long tube-like structure is filament and bilobe structure is anther. Okay. So first of all, what happened during the process of reproduction? First of all, pollination occur. What is pollination? Pollination is transfer of pollen grain. Pollen grains are present into the anther. Transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma. Okay, from where? From anther to the stigma. If it is occur in the same flower, okay, if the transfer of pollen grain that occur in the same flower from anther to the stigma, it is known as self pollination. What we call it? Self pollination. If this transfer of pollen grain it occur on the another flower, if there is any other flower, this transfer of pollen grain occur in the on that flower, then it is known as cross pollination. Okay, it is an example of cross pollination. So here you can observe the anther. From the anther, the pollen grain are transferred to the stigma of the another flower. So this is what? This is cross pollination. This pollination can be take place with the help of water, wind, or with the help of insect wing. Okay, so it can be happen with any of the this method, that is maybe with the help of water, wind, or with the help of insect. Now when the pollen grain it land on the stigma, now this pollen grain when it land on the stigma, it has to be reached towards the female germ cell. Now female germ cell, which is also known as egg, it is present where? Into the ovary. Okay, female germ cell is present inside the ovary. Ovary has ovules. Inside the ovary, ovules are present. In the ovule, egg cell or female germ cell is present. Okay, in the ovary, ovules are present. This is ovule. This portion is ovule, and in this ovule, what is present? That is a female germ cell. Okay, after the pollen land on the stigma, it has to reach where? To the female germ cells. So to go to the female germ cell, it grows a pollen tube. Okay, a pollen tube is formed here, through which male germ cells travel towards the female germ cell. How this process occur? Two male germ cell travel. Okay, this is a pollen tube. It is formed when the pollen grain land on the stigma. Okay, two male germ cell travel and they reach towards the egg cell. Okay, and egg cell is present into the ovule. Here is an opening into the ovule which is known as micropyle. What we call it? Micropyle. Here is one opening which is known as micropyle. The male gamete goes to the egg cell from the micropyle. Here 7 cells are present. Okay, 3 cells are present here on the polar side and 3 on the other side, and one which is having 2 nucleus, it is present into the center. One cell which is having 2 nucleus, it is present inside in the center of the ovule. So the female germ cell, it fuses with the first male gamete and form embryo. Okay, female germ cell, which is egg, it fuses with the first male gamete and form the embryo. Second male gamete, it reaches to the center and fuses with the polar nuclei. Now these are there are two polar nuclei and one nuclei is of the male gamete. Now three nuclei fuses here and this is known as triple fusion. Okay, the process is known as triple fusion. Triple fusion occur in the center. Female germ cell which fuses with the male gamete, what it form? It form the embryo, zygote first of all, and zygote it result into the embryo or future plant. We can say the future plant. Okay. So double fertilization occur in the plants. One, male gamete fuses with the egg cell and form the future plant, and second, male gamete fuses with the polar nuclei, which is known as triple fusion. After fertilization, what happen? After fertilization, the zygote, it divides several times to form embryo. Okay, the zygote divides several times to form embryo. Ovary, it ripens into the fruit. Ovary ripe and it makes fruit. Ovule, it change into seed. Okay, ovule change into seed. Ovary ripen into fruit. The petals, sepals, stamens, style and stigma may fall off. The seed contain ovule which turn into the seed. This is the ovule which is known as seed, which turn into, it change into the seed. It is having the future plant, okay, or embryo. We can say the future plant or embryo. The seed which contain the future plant or embryo, it develop into seedling. Okay, this is the seedling under appropriate condition. This process is known as germination. What we call it? Germination. When it get the soil, okay, then the roots appear, shoot also appear, okay, and a new plant appear. Okay, so what I tell you, ovary ripen into fruit, ovule it turn into the seed. In this seed, this is the ovule. In this seed, future plant is stored. Future plant or embryo, we can say embryo is present. How the embryo formed? By the division of zygote. Many times division of zygote, it form to the embryo. It is present inside the seed. Okay. Now we will study the structure of the seed. Seed is having two cotyledons. If you have seen the gram seed, okay, take gram seed and soak in the water and then peel the gram seed. Okay, then what you observe, there are two parts of the gram seed. That two parts are known as two cotyledons. Okay, so the gram seed is having two cotyledon. So this is same. It is also having, suppose it is a gram seed, it is having the two cotyledons. Okay, when you remove the peel, you are having the two parts which is known as cotyledon. So these cotyledon, in the cotyledon food is stored. What is present in the cotyledon? Food. Okay, and the center part by which these two parts are attached, that is known as embryonal axis. What we call it? Embryonal axis. The upper part of the embryonal axis, it develop into the shoot, which is known as plumule. and the lower part of the embryonal axis, it is developed into the root. It is known as radicle. So radicle is also known as future root. Plumule is known as future shoot, because the plumule it develop into shoot and radicle develop into root. If we observe the gram seed, an opening is present from where the water enter into the gram seed. So you know that gram seed soak water, okay, through an opening which is known as micropyle. Hilum is the scar by which the seed is attached to the ovary wall. What is testa? Testa is the outer layer. Okay, testa is the outer layer of the seed. Okay, so when we remove the outer layer, suppose we will take the example of gram seed now. If we remove the testa, then we are having the two parts which is known as cotyledon. Okay, and one embryonal axis by which these two parts are attached. Okay.